Now we have to see the working of electric motor. How this electric motor works. We already discussed what is this device. Then what is the principle on which this electric motor works. Then how the different parts they are constructed. They are connected. Then the next topic is next subtopic in this topic is working of electric motor. How this electric motor works, we will see. So we know that when a voltage is applied, in general, as soon as the voltage is applied, current will start flowing, and current it always flows from positive terminal of battery. It will comes out from the positive terminal of battery, and after flowing in the circuit, it will goes to negative terminal of the battery. So current always flows from positive terminal of battery to the negative terminal of the battery. So now here the DC current will flow. Here you can indicate the direction of current in this way. Here from battery. Here in this way you can indicate the. So here. And then again you can indicate in this way in this diagram also. You can modify the diagram even if it is not given in the book, but that is the correct way. That current will start flowing. You can indicate this current by I also. This current I is flowing. Here you can indicate current I. Means current will flow from this positive terminal of battery here in this way, and in the armature coil ABCD in this way it will come here, and again you can show or indicate the direction of this current to the negative terminal of the battery. So when the electric current flows through this armature coil ABCD here, the direction of current in this armature coil A, B, C, D is from D to C, from C to B, from B to A. This is the direction of current. So now we will see what happens in this armature coil. If the current is flowing in this way from D to C to B to A. So if we take the arm AB of this armature coil, see here the direction of electric current is from B to A, means from up to downwards direction. And here the magnetic field is there. Here you can consider this armature coil as a current carrying conductor. Here again you can consider here magnetic field. You can recall that topic, that two stands, one horseshoe type magnet is placed. Here the current carrying conductor is there. Current is going from up to bottom side. Definitely this arc AB, it is in the magnetic field. Current is flowing through this conductor or this armature coil arm AB. Current is going downwards. So definitely it will experience the force in upward direction. It will experience the force in upward direction. Then if you consider the arm CD, current is flowing from D to C, means current is flowing from bottom to up. Definitely the force will act. Here the magnetic field is there. Conductor is carrying current. Definitely it will experience force. The direction of current is from D to C, is from bottom to up. So definitely the force will act from Force will act in downward direction. Current is flowing in upward direction. Force will act in downward direction. Here the current is flowing in downward direction. Force will act in upward direction. So his force will rotate his armature coil in clockwise direction. This force will rotate the armature coil in clockwise direction. Have you understood? So, current is flowing from here B to A. Force will be from A to B. Here current is flowing from B to C. Force will be from C to D. This direction. So, this will rotate the coil in clockwise direction here in this way. Here in this way. Clockwise direction. So this coil, it starts rotating now, and when this arc AB will be vertical, and this will happen due to this. If you remind that Fleming's left hand rule, a current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field experience the force. Here current is armature coil. It is nothing but that copper wire, it is wound. So that is nothing but the conductor which is carrying current, which is placed in magnetic field. So it will experience the force. This coil will rotate by Fleming's left hand rule. That coil will rotate in clockwise direction in this situation. And this, when this arc AB is in vertical position, the contact between the brushes B1 and B2 and commutator split rings R1 and R2, it is break down. It will break down. Contacts will be cut off, disconnected. But this coil, which was rotating in clockwise direction, it will continue rotating. It will continue rotating. Why that coil will continue rotating? You can remind the topics which you have studied in 9th standard. Inertia, the property by which that object will resist to change its state. So due to inertia, that coil will rotate even if the contacts between the brushes and commutator split ring is break down. Now no current is flowing through this coil. If the contact is broken down, no current will flow. We know that when the circuit is open, current will not flow. When the circuit is closed, current will flow. So here, when the contact between the carbon brushes B1, B2 and commutator split rings R1 and R2, it is broken down. Circuit will be open. No current will flow through this coil, but this coil, armature coil, will still rotating. It will not stop due to that inertia property. Now, when this commutator split rings and carbon brushes, coil is rotating even if the current is not flowing. And again, when the contacts between the brushes B1 and B2 and split rings R1 and R2, when they again comes in contact with each other, current will start flowing, circuit is closed. And now the armature coil, this AB, while rotating, it will rotate by 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, 360 degree. But when the contacts between the brushes and commutator split rings is again set up, now the direction of current will be reverse. Direction of current will be reverse. But that force means CD will take the position of AB. AB will take the position of CD sometimes. And now the force it is acting upward and downward. So this coil is rotating, will rotating again in same clockwise direction. So we can say that thus with the help of electric energy, the coil in the electric motor will rotate, it will experience the force, and that axle is rotating fast, it is connected to this armature coil. So that is the working of the electric motor. So you have to differentiate the topic electric motor into that 3-4 parts, that is device, what is that device, what is the principle, what is the work, what is the construction, then lastly the working. So we will explain and you will get more marks in the examination, even if it is not given in our book of it is not given in this way. But if you partition this topic in this type, you will get definitely your explanation will be somewhat different as compared to other students. So you will definitely get more marks. Okay.